The world of professional tennis is a battlefield of power, speed, and mental fortitude. Every match, every point, every swing of the racket can change a player's destiny. For Alexandra Eala, the 21-year-old Filipina sensation, her historic Wimbledon run had already captured the hearts of millions. She had beaten the legendary Serena Williams. She had dethroned the defending champion Iga Swiatek. She had reached the fourth round, becoming the first Filipino in the Open era to achieve such a feat. She had surged to a career-high ranking of world number 28. She had earned over $1.28 million in prize money. She had received a presidential citation from the highest office in the Philippines. She had graced the cover of Vogue Philippines and walked the red carpet at the Met Gala. She had become a national hero, a symbol of hope, and an inspiration to millions. But nothing could have prepared the tennis world for what was about to happen in Washington, D.C. As she prepared for her debut at the Mubadala City DC Open, something extraordinary occurred. The Filipino community, known for its passion and unwavering support, did something nobody expected. They took over Washington, D.C. Thousands of fans descended upon the nation's capital, turning the tournament into a celebration of Filipino pride. The stadium was flooded with Philippine flags. The air was filled with chants of "Alex! Alex!" The atmosphere was electric. It was a takeover that left the tennis world speechless. This is the story of how Filipino fans transformed the DC Open into a home away from home for their beloved Alex Eala. For more coverage in tennis, subscribe and hit the notification bell. The Filipino community is one of the most passionate and widespread diasporas in the world. With millions of Filipinos living and working abroad, they have a reputation for rallying behind their countrymen with unmatched fervor. From boxing legend Manny Pacquiao to gymnastics star Carlos Yulo, Filipinos have always shown up in massive numbers to support their heroes. But the support for Alex Eala has reached an entirely new level. Her historic Wimbledon run, her humble demeanor, and her inspiring journey have struck a chord with Filipinos around the globe. They see in her a reflection of their own struggles, their own dreams, and their own resilience. She is not just a tennis player, she is a symbol of hope and a source of national pride. The Filipino diaspora in the United States is one of the largest in the world, with significant populations in California, New York, Texas, and the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. When news broke that Eala would be competing in the DC Open, the community mobilized. Social media groups were flooded with plans to attend the tournament. Travel arrangements were made. Tickets were purchased. The Filipino community in the DC area, estimated to be over 150,000 strong, was determined to show their support. They were not going to let their hero play in an empty stadium. They were going to make sure that Alex Eala felt the love and support of her countrymen, even thousands of miles away from home. The result was a takeover that nobody expected. The moment tickets for the DC Open went on sale, the demand was overwhelming. The Filipino community had mobilized, and they were determined to secure their seats. Within hours, tickets for Eala's matches were sold out. The tournament organizers, who had anticipated strong interest, were caught off guard by the sheer volume of demand. The ticket office was flooded with calls. The online ticketing system crashed under the weight of the traffic. Fans were desperate to get their hands on tickets, and they were willing to pay top dollar to see their hero in action. The ticket frenzy was a clear sign of Eala's immense popularity. She had become a global icon, and her fan base was one of the most passionate in the world. The demand for tickets was not just limited to the Filipino community, tennis fans from all over the world wanted to see her play. The tournament organizers were forced to release additional tickets, but they were quickly snapped up. The DC Open was shaping up to be one of the most attended tournaments in its history, and Alex Eala was the main attraction. The sellout was a testament to her star power and the incredible support of the Filipino community. When the day of Alex Eala's debut at the DC Open arrived, the atmosphere at the stadium was unlike anything anyone had ever seen. Thousands of Filipino fans had poured into the venue, transforming it into a sea of blue, red, and yellow. Philippine flags waved from every corner of the stands. The chants of "Alex! Alex!" echoed throughout the stadium. It was a sight that left the tennis world absolutely speechless. The stadium, which had been a neutral venue, suddenly felt like a home court for Eala. The energy was electric. The support was overwhelming. The players, the media, and the tournament officials were all taken aback by the sheer scale of the Filipino presence. The takeover was a testament to the passion and dedication of the Filipino community. They had traveled from all over the United States to be there. They had taken time off work, spent their hard-earned money, and made countless sacrifices to support their hero. Their presence was a powerful statement of love and pride. As Andy Roddick, the former US Open champion, had said, she is single-handedly bringing more fans into tennis in a very committed and passionate way. The stadium takeover was proof of that. Eala was not just a tennis player, she was a movement, a source of unity, and a symbol of national pride for millions of Filipinos around the world. The Filipino takeover of the DC Open transformed the tournament into a home away from home for Alex Eala. The overwhelming support gave her a boost of confidence and energy that she carried onto the court. She knew that she was not just playing for herself, she was playing for an entire nation. The chants, the flags, and the cheers were a constant reminder of the love and support of her people. The atmosphere was electric, and Eala fed off that energy. She played with a passion and intensity that was inspiring to watch. The Eala effect was on full display at the DC Open. The presence of the Filipino fans created an atmosphere that was unlike any other. The tournament organizers, who had initially been concerned about the impact of the takeover, quickly realized that it was a blessing. The energy and excitement generated by the Filipino fans elevated the tournament to a new level. The media coverage was intense. The social media buzz was overwhelming. The DC Open had become the talk of the tennis world. And at the center of it all was Alex Eala, the young Filipina sensation who had captured the hearts of millions. The home away from home was a testament to her incredible popularity and the unbreakable bond between the athlete and her fans. The Filipino takeover of the DC Open is more than just a heartwarming story, it is a powerful statement about the impact of Alex Eala on the sport. She has single-handedly brought millions of new fans to tennis. She has inspired a nation and united a community. The stadium takeover is a testament to her incredible popularity and the unbreakable bond between the athlete and her fans. For Eala, the support is a source of strength and motivation. The love of her countrymen gives her the confidence to face the challenges ahead. It is a reminder that she is not just playing for herself, she is playing for an entire nation. The takeover is also a sign of the changing landscape of tennis. The sport is becoming more global, and players from emerging markets are capturing the world's attention. Eala is leading this charge, and her popularity is a sign that the future of tennis is bright. As she continues her journey, she will face new challenges and new opportunities. The support of her fans will be with her every step of the way. The DC Open is just the beginning. The US Open is on the horizon, and the world is watching. The Filipino community will be there, cheering her on, waving their flags, and chanting her name. The future is bright for Alex Eala, and the world is ready to embrace her. For more coverage in tennis, subscribe and hit the notification bell.